from what I can remember, got up, dropped the kids off, and started to drive to work. I blacked out, and the last thing I remember is that I had veered over to the side of the road and ended up hitting a tree.
Oh my gosh, I took one look at her and thought, oh, I gotta have a doc come out.
We first got a radio call, basically letting me know that they had this situation with a patient whose arm was trapped and that she was bleeding extensively.
She was so far in shock that she couldn't tell me what her name was. So we worked diligently and quickly, and within a matter of 8 or 9 minutes, she was out of the vehicle.
So they were not able to get a tourniquet on that could stop the bleeding, and so they radioed back that they were coming to us. And actually at that time, Dr. Harold was sitting with me in the ER talking about something else.
And I thought I would just kind of help out if needed.
You know, she wheels in and we're both leaning down to the arm, and then we look at each other and I'm like, she needs an airway right now. And he's like, yep, you go deal with the airway. He's got the arm.
One of the dangers in emergency medicine is that if you focus on something that may be staring you in the face, you can miss other things.
The next thing would be proceeding to what's called our FAST exam. And this is an ultrasound exam that is meant to discover serious internal bleeding or collapsed lung. And so I'm moving through this ultrasound exam and come down to the abdomen looking for bleeding in the abdomen, and then boom, I come over, I see heartbeat, I see head, I see baby. Like, what? No one knew she was pregnant, and then here we are in the midst of just this resuscitation, you know, of trying to save her life, to realize there's a baby, and then next step, there's a baby that's not doing well.
Within minutes, there was a huge team of people.
Dr. Moline and Dr. Bodine came to the ER.
They very calmly showed up and asked what the story was, and they said, looks like we're going to have a baby. And everybody got to work.
There was emergency room doctors and nurses and lab and x-ray and general surgeons and orthopedic surgeons.
You know, from skin incision to baby out, I think it was like 26 seconds. And Molly was immediately handed over, you know, to the NICU team.
And with all of the different services being there, we were able to just quickly get Molly in a good shape, such that when the transport team arrived, we were able to get her safely downtown to Children's.
In this case, without ultrasound, if we had, you know, forgotten to do it or glossed over it or didn't have it immediately available like some facilities, we would have had a very different outcome.
Where's this tonight? You're so sweet. Molly, hey.
Well, no one believes that she was a preemie because she was 2 months early, but we're doing really well. We're waiting for a prosthetic. We'll go next week, and that process should almost be finalized in order to get the prosthetic. And neck injury is healing well, and we're all doing excellent, wonderful.
You know, they fall into this category, we call it the golden hour of trauma. We have this narrow window of time to implement amazing and extreme life-saving measures and pull people back and really, truly save lives. Jessie and Molly for sure both fit into that category. Molly, definitely.
Hi. I'm Amanda and this is Stacy, and we actually were a part of your surgery. It's nice to meet you.
We heard you were here and we thought we'd have to come meet you.
I'm so glad you guys are doing so well.
You make it family here. When every time you come in, it's like your family.
Known him for a long
You
time.
are our little
He's okay.
miracle, aren't you?
Because of the nature of emergency services, we want the best flow, the best environment, and the best technology available for when you do have that emergency.
Yeah, I just think your reaction time here and the staff you have are incredible. And I don't think thank you is enough. Just because I could have had nothing.